Today I was weirdly in the mood to film a what's in my bag video. I don't know what came over me, but I got really nostalgic. I started thinking about old school beauty guru videos, and then I looked back on my channel and I realized that the last what's in my bag video that I did was 2 years ago, and I think 2 years is definitely a sufficient amount of time for me to do an updated what's in my bag. I also decided not to show you guys my normal everyday bag because, to be very honest, it's a little bit boring. There's not much going on, but the bag that I have that has almost too much going on in it is, oh my god, I literally cannot even pick this up. Holy shit, it's so heavy. It's this bag over here. This is my work bag. This is what I bring to my office every single day. As you can see, it is a big boy. It does not around. There is so much stuff in here because I have to accommodate a lot of the things that I do day to day, and I have to have a lot of things with me at all time. That includes my makeup, filming equipment, electronics, and then just basic essentials too. I like to call this the Mary Poppins bag because there's a lot of bags within this bag. There's a lot going on. It's pretty intense. We're going to be going through the entire thing today, and I hope it's going to satisfy your curiosity, and I hope you guys are going to enjoy it. So let's just jump right into it. So first things first, let's talk about the bag itself, of course. So this is, oh my god, it's really so heavy. It's like a small child. Maybe a big child. So this is a Dior Tote Bag. This one in particular is a tone-on-tone burgundy color. Now, is this the most practical bag for what I need? Honestly, probably not. I can probably get a lot more use out of a really awesome backpack rather than just this tote bag, because this bag is just one big open space, and that's one thing that I kind of don't like about this, but it also works for this purpose because I have so much stuff in here. If there were too many compartments, I probably wouldn't be able to fit anything in here, but at the same time, I do wish sometimes that I was able to zip this bad boy up. Because there are a lot of important things in here. I don't want things to be falling out of this bag, and a zipper would definitely be very useful. I was doing some research the other day and I saw on Etsy that there is a seller who sold inserts that you put inside of your tote bags to create different compartments. So I may purchase that one day, but for now, this is just what I'm dealing with. I kind of like to throw things around, and honestly, I was a little bit concerned about this bag. I was worried that it would potentially get destroyed because of the way that I handle my things, but it's been totally fine. I've used this pretty much every single day over the last year, and yeah, it still pretty much looks like new. Let's dig into the bag. First thing I'm gonna pull out is my laptop case. I actually am so excited to finally talk to you guys about this because I thought that this was such an amazing find. Now, when I got this bag, I really wanted to get a laptop case that would match the bag because I'm crazy like that. So I was doing a lot of research. I was trying to find a nice laptop case that also wasn't too expensive, that was also the right color. And I came across this guy from a brand called Ideal of Sweden, and it's this beautiful laptop case in the perfect burgundy color that matches my bag pretty much perfectly. Look at this. Fantastic. And it was actually really, really inexpensive. I think I even got it on sale. And so this is obviously where I keep my laptop. My laptop is actually currently being used to monitor the footage from this video, so I'm not gonna be able to show it to you, but just know my laptop is normally in here. So of course I keep my laptop in here, but I also keep my iPad in here. My iPad is my child. I bring this with me everywhere I go. I always have to have it with me. This is the iPad Pro, and I adore it. I basically use my iPad solely for drawing for Jamie Paige doodles. So both of my big electronics stay in here to keep them nice and protected. Okay, now let's start to get into the bags within this bag. Speaking of electronics, I have this bag here filled with my wires. The amount of times that I've gone to my office and I've forgotten my laptop charger, countless. It is the most frustrating and annoying thing ever because I always have to leave, go back home, get my charger, or basically just decide that I can't use my computer for the day. And yes, I have purchased an extra charger specifically for my office, but I don't know what's wrong with me. I still take that charger and I bring it home, and so I still leave that charger that I bought for my office at home, and then the cycle just continues. It's terrible. So I needed to come up with a way for me to just organize my wires. So this is just a very random makeup case from NARS, and in here, this is where I like to keep my charger, which is actually currently charging my laptop, so it's not in here right now. But I also keep a phone charger here. This is an extra long one, which always comes in handy. Then I also have my Samsung portable SSD T7 Touch hard drive. I do like to edit all of my videos off of a hard drive because they take up so much room on my computer. And then I also have this little zippered pouch which has a bunch of different slots for memory cards. You'll notice that there's only one memory card in here, and that's because even though I have this, I still don't put the memory cards actually in here. I also just lose memory cards all the time. It's so frustrating. So I'm really trying my best to be as organized as possible, but my brain just doesn't work that way. Like I want to be that way, but I'm just not. But I try. Another bag that I have in my tote is this little tiny makeup bag. And this is what carries basically like my beauty essentials. Again, the last thing that I want to happen when I go to my office, when I'm getting ready to film, is realizing that I forgot a hairbrush and I really need to brush my hair, or I really need to put my hair up and I need like a clip or a hair elastic and I don't have any there, or maybe I have to go to a meeting and so I need a spritz of perfume and I don't have any. So I like to make sure that I have all of those essentials in a little bag over here, just to make sure that I always have all of the basics that I pretty much always need. So this makeup bag itself is just a random one that I got in PR from MAC. It's just really the perfect size. So in here I have a little handheld tangle teaser, which obviously I use to brush my hair. I also have a scrunchie and my favorite hair clip. I also have a very random deodorant here. This is the Kopari deodorant. I just like to keep a deodorant here just in case. Maybe I'm very sweaty, I need to go to a meeting and I want to kind of freshen up. I have a deodorant with me, so it never hurts. I also always like to have a hair oil with me. This is the Orbe Gold Lust Nourishing Hair Oil. My hair can sometimes get super frizzy, and so I like to have a hair oil with me just to kind of calm down the frizz, add some shine. It just never hurts to have, and I could put literally tablespoons of this into my hair and it just soaks it right up and it loves it, and so I like to keep it with me at all times. Last but not least, I have a perfume in here. This is my Le Labo Tonka 25. I actually don't love this perfume. It's not my favorite scent from Le Labo, but the reason why I keep it in here is because I won't miss it at home. Smart. So that is everything in my beauty essentials bag. We have another bag in here, and of course it is my makeup bag. So this basically has all of my everyday makeup in here, and I bring this with me back and forth from my office to my house every single day. So basically 90% of my makeup collection is at my office. And so when I'm home and I want to do my makeup, I want to have all of my favorite products with me so that I can actually do my makeup at home. Basically just refresh this every couple of weeks. I put new products in, I put all of my favorites in, and I just like to switch things out just so I have the things that I want to use with me at all times. And these are all the products that are in here. I'm not going to go through this entire thing. I do actually do videos where I go through my everyday makeup bag like once a month almost, and I actually recently did one. So if you want to check it out, I'll link it down below, but here's a little sneak peek. I have another bag in here. This isn't really a bag. It's more of like a hard case. So this little hard case is where I keep my vlogging camera and all the things that have to do with my vlogging camera. So I have the camera itself. This is my Sony Zv1. I love this camera. I recently upgraded to this from my Canon G7X, and it's beautiful. I love it so much. A lot of my recent vlogs have been filmed using this. So if you're wondering what camera I used, it's this guy. It's really great. It has a little flip out screen. And in here I also have my charger and 3 extra batteries because the battery life for this camera makes me want to die. It is the worst. I could film on this for 30 minutes and the camera dies. It's honestly the most frustrating thing, and it's the one thing I really don't like about this camera, but the quality of the camera is so good I kind of look past it, and so I just stocked up on a lot of extra batteries, and I always have to have them charged. Now, just as a little backstory, I didn't always put my vlogging camera inside of a hard case. I would just throw it in my bag. Take this as a warning. If you do have a small camera, don't just throw it in your bag because it can get damaged, and that's what happened to me. This is actually my second Sony Zv1. My first one got water damage. My water bottle leaked on it and it completely ruined it beyond repair. I brought it to the repair shop. They were like, it's honestly less expensive for you to just buy a new camera than to fix this, so we would suggest just buying a new camera, and it was a very upsetting day. So now I always keep it inside this case. No water's getting on this bad boy. I refuse to let that happen ever again. The last camera accessory that I have in my bag is this little tripod. This is the Sony Zb1 Tripod. Like, this was made specifically for this camera. It's kind of cool because you can control the camera directly from the tripod itself. It's literally made for vlogging. So let's say you're vlogging, you're holding the tripod like this, you can zoom using this little toggle. It's great. I really love this and I use it when I vlog. The water bottle that destroyed my Sony camera is this guy over here. If my iPad is my first child, this is my second child. I love this water bottle so much. I bought it from Costco. It actually came in a set of 2. My boyfriend has the blue one. I got the purple one. I'm about to get real passionate about this, so just get ready. Number 1, the perfect size. Look at this. It's big, but it's not too big. You know those massive water bottles that are so massive that it just doesn't even make sense? Or the water bottles that are just a little bit too small that you finish too quickly? This is neither of those things. It is the perfect size. It lasts me the entire day. I finish everything in here. It keeps me nice and hydrated. And it also keeps things nice and cold as well. It's not as good as a Swell bottle that keeps things really, really cold, or a Yeti, but it's good enough. I also love the fact that it has a straw. I didn't know how much I needed a straw in my water bottles until I had this straw. Such a game changer. Literally makes drinking water more fun. I have this on my desk and I'm just like sitting here drinking like this. You don't even need to use your hands. The lazy person's dream, really. I also decorated it with all of my stickers from Paige Doodles to make it beautiful, and I just think it's so cute and it makes me smile. And the brand is called Thermo Flask, and like I said, I got it from Costco. So the next thing that I have in here is my bullet journal, or just my notebook, I should say, because I don't really bullet journal anymore. So I like to have a journal with me everywhere I go. Ask me the amount of times that I actually take this out of my bag to use it. Almost never. But I'm such a journal whore. I always have to have like 17 journals by my wayside just in case I need to write something down. Am I the only one here? I doubt I am. So even though I don't really use my journal that often, I do like to have this with me at all times. I like to use this to make notes. I write video ideas in here when I have a idea that sparks, and I also like to plan in here when I get really overwhelmed and I have a lot of things going on and my week just like piles up. Writing down exactly what's happening every single day, even if I don't reference it at all throughout the rest of the week, which is usually what I do, just releases, or relieves, I should say, some of my anxiety. And so I kind of use this as a tool for that as well. I just like having something that I could write things down in manually. It's just nice to have. And this journal is by Amanda Rach Lee. She makes beautiful journals. I love this one so much. I love the color and all of the gold embossed doodles on the front. It's so, so pretty. I have a book in here as well. I don't like to be bored really ever. And so if I have an appointment throughout the day, or if I'm going to go to lunch and I don't really feel like drawing, I will read my book. I really try very, very hard not to constantly scroll on my phone. It's a terrible habit. I really try to be as mindful as possible with how I do use my like waiting time, I like to call it. And so I've been really making an effort to read more. And this is the book that I'm currently working through. It's The House in the Cerulean Sea by TJ Klune. And I love this book. It's such a beautiful, easy read, very whimsical as well. I'm about 3/4 of the way through. Yeah, I do like to keep a teeny tiny curling iron in my bag at all times. Since I've been keeping my hair naturally curly more often, I like to have a teeny tiny little curling iron. This one is from Hot Tools, with me at all times, whether it's at home or it's at my office, to touch up my curls if I need to. And the reason why I don't just leave this at my office or leave this at home is because I don't want to ever forget it. Okay, you thought that was weird? I have an Exacto knife in here. I just open up a lot of boxes. Like, you would be surprised with how many boxes I open on a day-to-day basis. I'm basically an expert box opener with PR and, you know, packaging supplies that I receive with Paige Doodles. I use this Exacto knife every single day, just opening things up. Sometimes I also just keep this in my office. I don't always carry it around with me, but I think I kept this in my bag because I was opening up PR, not at my office. I think I was bringing everything home and I was gonna open it up at home, and so I brought this with me. So that's why I have an Exacto knife in here. Should probably tighten that up so it doesn't open. It's kind of dangerous, honestly. So whenever you get to the bottom of any bag, there's always a nice mix of super random things living there, and this is no different. We have Got to Be Glued spiking glue. There's no real reason why this is in my bag. I think I just bought this one day at the pharmacy and I just threw it in my bag. I really just wanted to get a gel to like gel my hair back. So that's why this is here. I haven't even tried it yet. Yes, polysporin. Oh, I know why this is in here. When I burnt my cheek with my curling iron, you guys may remember that I had this like giant red burn on my cheek for like 2 weeks. It was very annoying, kind of scary. I thought that it would maybe scar. I was really worried. And so I would reapply polysporin constantly throughout the day. So I threw this in my bag so that I could reapply it when I was at the office. So that's why that's in there. We've got hand sanitizer in here. This is the Bath & Body Works antibacterial hand spray in cucumber melon. The amount of masks that I have at the bottom of this bag is truly alarming and just a sign of the times, really. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 masks. And they're all clean. And then we're really at the very bottom of the bag, but this is actually pretty important. This usually actually lives in my electronic bag, but these are my AirPods. My office is very loud. The walls are thin, the floors are thin, I hear everything. The guy below me, when I say I know his life story, he was selling a house last week. So I pretty much can't work without these because I need to block out all of the noise that's going on in my office. So these are very, very, very necessary. We got a moon sticker from Jamie Paige Doodles in here. Don't know why that's there. And I have a really destroyed looking pack of gum. Excel Polar Ice. My go-to. That is everything that is in my work bag. It is pretty much completely empty. Don't look at the little bit of garbage that's underneath there. And now I can actually lift it up without straining my arms. So that is everything that I bring with me every single day to work. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video and enjoyed seeing what's in my bag. If you enjoyed this more old school chill video, hit the thumbs up button and of course subscribe if you're not subscribed already. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.